Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind.
Good life. Good life. In a different land.
Relationship Tuesday is brought to you by Gentili Italian Pie, and today is Tuesday. That means it's $2 Tuesdays on tap at 4706 Paris Avenue, Gentili Italian Pie. They are home of the family happy hour, $5 wings, $5 personal pizza, $5 daily drink specials. That's Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Y'all, that's not 2:55. That's not 7:30. That's 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. What are those drinks on tap, Uche?
We're not even going to talk about the drinks on taps today because I want to find out who's listening to the show. So today, between the hours of 4 and 6, kids eat free.
What?
So we're going to see who's listening off the kids menu.
Y'all better put, of course.
So we're going to see who's listening.
I'm a kid.
Oh, I'm coming. Hey, Ma, you heard that?
In between 4 and 6, we're going to see who's listening now.
Y'all.
But what they don't hear is that the adults are double the price. No, but yeah, we're going to see who's listening. Today between 4 and 6, kids eat free. We're going to see.
Y'all, 4 and 6, kids eat free. Look, he surprised me with that when I was like, ooh,
No.
ain't we going?
No, because I want to see. Because people, oh, yeah, I listened to the show, and yeah, I heard the ad, but I don't see you.
Yeah.
So I want to see you.
All right,
I
y'all.
wanna
4
see
and
you.
6, kids eat free. Pick them up from school. Go head over to Gentili Italian Pie.
Since I don't have
And he
kids,
said they got to be
It
your
gotta be your
kids.
kids.
since I don't have kids, can I come and get it for the kids I'm going to have?
Yeah, we'll give it to you later.
Okay.
That is $2 Tuesdays on tap at Gentili Italian Pie. Uche said it right here on the air. 4 to 6, kids eat free. Y'all can play around if y'all want to, but I'm gonna put everybody in a costume and be like everybody's coming with me. Look, I'm so excited. I don't even know what we're talking about today.
And if you got one in the oven, you can eat for half price.
There you go.
Hey,
You
look,
know I'm
Ashley,
coming, boy.
Ashley, look, Henry has 2 and 1 on the way. So look, Ashley and Henry eat for free.
And if you got twins, that's free.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
And look, Ashley has one in the oven, so
Yeah.
she eats for half.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
See how this works, y'all? That is the good life.
The
Open your mind.
calzone.
Look, you can eat for 2 days off of that.
Yeah.
Y'all already know that is the good life. Well, today we are discussing teamwork in relationships. And if you're getting into a relationship, how important teamwork actually is. Are you in competition with your significant other? Because there should be no competition. There was a couple different posts I put up yesterday, and I really thought they were very important. One said that in every disagreement with your spouse, remember that there is not a winner and a loser. You are united in everything. So you will either win together or lose together. Work together to find a solution where you both win. And this was one of my favorites. I got some of the most response. If it's not worth breaking up over, then it's not worth arguing over. If you're arguing every other day, you're not in a relationship. You're on a debate team. Not every concern needs to be an issue. Let the insignificant things stay that way. How many of us sweat the small stuff and are in competition with our significant others?
It's not even, it's bigger than being in competition.
Unfortunately.
What it's about is being right. And being right is highly overrated.
It is. It absolutely is. They go on to say, it's you and me versus the problem, not you versus me. And so many times in our relationships, we really forget that because you're supposed to be a united front. With your children, hello. I know. With your parents.
With your friends.
With your friends. With the world. You are supposed to be a united front against the world. Not
Right. Working
So
together.
no one is supposed to be able to come between you because you're a unit. You're a team. But how many of us really falter in this? And this isn't, to point out anybody's, inconsistencies. We've all, had an issue in our life. But it's to open your mind to living differently in the world and saying, this is something I need to pay attention to, because if I don't pay attention to it, there are going to be cracks in my relationship.
But Eileen, what's wrong with saying that? It is to point out the inconsistencies so you can become consistent.
Hello. So, Henry, I'm gonna let y'all go around the table and touch on this, and then we'll go into some 4 points that can really build your team or can break your team down.
I love sports, and when you look at relationships, you could use a lot of sports analogies. Let's use LeBron James, for example. He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Mm-hmm. They don't have a very good team, and he wins a lot of games, but he never wins the championship with Cleveland because they don't have a good team. When he was with the Miami Heat, he had a partner, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh was there. It was teamwork. So, back to the whole Batman Robin thing I always talk about, you have to complement each other, and, in certain situations, one person may be more knowledgeable about something, so they'll be Batman, and the other person will be Robin, and the roles are interchangeable. It takes two people to argue. If you
say that one more time.
It takes two people to argue. So if you're noticing that in your relationship you're arguing every other day, well, you can't really control another person, but you can control yourself.
Wait, Henry, you were speaking to me this morning. You can't control somebody else, but you can control yourself.
You can control yourself. So you have to take a step back, evaluate everything that's going on, and sometimes you may have to be above the argument. Not saying that you're better than that person, but you say, you know what? I have to step in.
Breath.
I have to step in and take control of the situation because it's getting way out of hand.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't even deserve this level of conversation.
Yeah, is it worth it? I mean, now you're right. Should you argue about things that's not worth breaking up for? I mean, probably not. I mean, everybody has in their own head what's worth fighting for and what's worth fighting over. But you have to be realistic.
The clothes on the floor, the dishes, these aren't things that should be, these are conversations. They shouldn't be argument.
Nothing wrong with mentioning it. Hey, look.
Right.
I don't know if you forgot, but I'm out of underwear today. Whatever. You know what I mean? But it's conversations. It doesn't have to be arguments.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Brian? Dr. Turner?
I love the topic in regards to teamwork because what I think we see the struggle the greatest at times is the fact that people forget that you're trying to be two people in one relationship. Mm. You're never going to be the same person. You're never going to think exactly the same. The more time you spend with a person, the closer you get with a person, more intimacy, closeness, the more shared space you have, the more alike you can become, the more you can actually work to anticipate your partner's needs. But at the end of the day, you'll be like those concentric circles where there's more overlap. But there's always going to be those areas where you don't share everything alike. It could be about what you want to watch on TV. It could be about that little thing sexually that you want, that your partner does everything for you, but there's one thing. It could be mentally. You may be mentally stimulated by reading. Your partner may not. And I think we forget that to be on a team, you have to play your position.
Hello. Hey, wait, say that again?
You can't be the quarterback and the running back and the receiver. You can't be the lineman and then turn around and be the quarterback. That's why we have different jersey numbers. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes you got to wear your name in your jersey so I'll know who the hell you are.
And different levels of pay.
Well, and that's a whole other topic, right?
Oh,
but depending upon your performance, depending upon your tenure and your status, you will get paid more. You will receive greater benefits. But I think when it comes down to the idealism of a relationship, people forget that you're never going to be, as we just said, completely all the way in the mind of your partner. You cannot control them. So you have to give them that space. You have to allow your partner the freedom within the relationship to be them.
Yep.
So that they can enjoy coming home to be with your pocket.
Look, I always believe this. It's like a long, drawn-out, debated argument means that both parties are wrong.
Yep.
Mm.
Because nobody's willing to resolve anything. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, a person is sitting there waiting to respond, so they're not even listening.
Oh, wait, say that again?
That one of the people in the argument are simply waiting to respond, so they're not even listening to the other person. So that's the biggest problem in arguments, is that nobody's hearing each other. They just want to make their point instead of seeing the point. And if there's a point to see, that's why I say two people can't be arguing on the same point and be able to see the main point. It's really, like you said, it's a competition at that point. But, you know, one of the big things in all debates, all arguments, because we have them in relationships. We have them with our children. We have them with our parents. We have them with everybody. We have them with people at work. But you have to have the same intensity to resolve a situation as you did to initiate the situation. And most people think they can initiate.
This morning?
Most people initiate a situation with a lot of hostility and a lot of passion. But when it's time to resolve it, they just
back up off it.
Yeah, they'll
They'll
it's
drop
finished.
the mic.
Yeah, it's like, we're finished. It's like, no, come back. You're not finished.
Right.
I need the same intensity to end this that you used to start it. And that's really what most people lack, especially in relationships. And you know what? To men out there, I will, single to men out there, it's like, look, man, just apologize. Girls like that, you know? If you saw, just say it, man. Look, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We do. And we will, just a shout out to Gian. She will be joining us next week, so we will have another lady on the panel, so I'm really excited about that. But today, from a lady's point of view, I want to add something to the gentlemen, since I do have 3 gentlemen here this morning. Having, done Relationship Tuesday for almost, y'all will be on the air for almost 2 years in a couple months. Won't that be exciting? Mm-hmm. But, having had a lot of these conversations, I'm able to look at things from a different perspective, and that's what the good life is all about. So I really want to ask you all this. It is kind of from what I have seen, it's kind of in a man's makeup to be competitive. So if a woman comes at you in a competitive nature, is it hard to kind of back up off it, or is it, kind of an instinctive thing to go back and forth, because it's just like, because men are competitive, I don't want to say, well, look, he's telling me no, that's why I'm asking.
I think that's a huge misconception about the natural tendency of men in terms of being competitive. I think men naturally want to be leaders.
Okay.
Women are competitive.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Brian Turner didn't say that.
Well, that's why I have you here. That's why I endorse that. But you know what? That's important, because that's why I brought up that question, because, there are a lot of misconceptions. And so if we don't bring up these misconceptions, we're always going to be confused.
But what I think
we're going to clear it up today. Yeah.
I think there is when it's fellas, because we talked about this before, when the fellas get together, bro, what you want to eat? You want a hamburger? All right, we're going to get hamburgers. All right.
But everybody going to eat
hamburgers, right. But for some reason, when it becomes a gender dynamic, it becomes, well, I got to eat what she wants. I got to figure out what she wants. So I think that goes back to the team issue. If I ask you what you want to eat and you tell me I don't really care, but I pull up to Cane's,
you shouldn't care.
You shouldn't care.
You shouldn't care. Yeah.
You should find something on the menu and be happy with it. But then, well, I really don't want chicken. Well, you could have said that at least.
You know the Cane's menu, don't you?
All Cane's serve is chicken.
You could have said you wanted Italian pie.
Yeah.
You could have said that.
Speaking of Italian pie, kids eat free today between 4 and 6. Y'all play around if you want to, but 4706 Paris.
But that goes back to, and I do think that when it's a gender dynamic, we find more competition. But once again, I see most of the time when women are together, it's more collegial, more, agreeable. When it's men, we're more agreeable. It's easy. Like, even not what you want to drink. Okay, that's all you got. Fine, I'm going to drink it.
I'm going to drink it.
That's it.
I don't drink that. No,
Well, I guess this question would be for Henry and Brian. With your sessions with clients, and obviously, we're just speaking in general, when there's been a competitive situation, has anyone ever won?
I'm going to have to quote Uche. Men and women should only be competing in the bedroom.
That's it.
It shouldn't be competition in your relationship, I've heard and seen situations where the man and a woman would be competing about who's more attractive, who's prettier.
Really?
The guy's taking just as long to get dressed as the woman, and nothing wrong with being well groomed, but
why are you trying to outshine?
You
why are you trying to outshine your partner?
It's a beauty
you
pageant.
should compliment each other.
Yeah, come on.
To your point, Eileen, one of the things that I've gotten couples to work on religiously is to go from compromise to collaboration.
Yeah.
So compromise is actually a situation where two people both have to give up a little bit of something to get the common goal. But if you collaborate, then what that means, we're all going to get what we want. It just means sometimes you do a little more work, and then sometimes I do a little bit more work. And so I think if we actually approach that topic of competition as well, what if we collaborate? So, babe, you want a new car right now? Okay, well, you want a new car. Well, I really want to take this trip. Well, which one is more feasible? Well, if you take the trip, when we come back, the car can whatever. Or, look, let's buy the car, and then we'll save for the trip. So if you collaborate, if you come together on the same page and come up with a plan, i.e. a game plan, the team works the plan, and you win. It may take a little while longer, or you may have to have some detours, but I hate it to see couples compete. I rather, and I tried to move them, and really I tried to move from competition to compromise, then to collaboration.
Right.
Well, this is Relationship Tuesday, y'all. We are discussing, teamwork. There is no I in team. And when we get back, we're going to discuss 4 areas that can really,
on who's spelling it.
4 areas that can really, grow the team or diminish the team. The first one we're going to be discussing is criticism versus complaints. So make sure you stay tuned. This is the Good Life Relationship Tuesday. We'll be right back. Security keeps our family, friends, and event goers safe. And to do that job, they are looking for you. L&R Security Services is now hiring persons for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, armed and unarmed guards. All interested persons should contact L&R Security Office at 504-943-3191. Fill out an application at L&R's office at 3930 Old Gentilly Road. That's New Orleans, Louisiana. To become one of the proud workers of L&R Security, the minimum requirements are 18 years of age, a completed work application, and criminal background check, 2 forms of ID, whether it be a driver's license, state ID, military ID, social security card, or other forms of picture ID. L&R Security is looking for qualified employees to assist in keeping the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival safe. They are looking for you. Again, contact them at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191. L&R is always looking for armed and unarmed guards. If this is your profession, they're looking for you.
Hi, this is Norman Robinson. New Orleans East Hospital is open and providing quality health care in your neighborhood. The New Orleans East Hospital is bringing our finest physicians into a beautiful new facility where you receive compassionate caring service. Emergency room services at New Orleans East Hospital are some of the best in the region. To learn more, visit our website at noehospital.org. Your health matters to us at New Orleans East Hospital.
Do you know anyone with less than perfect credit? At KB Enterprises, they specialize in restoring your score. Learn how to increase your credit score with 100% satisfaction guarantee. A+ rating with the BBB, 10-year track record of removing negative items including repossessions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, student loans, and more. Kenneth Barnes and his team at KB Enterprises are excited about helping you restore your credit and achieving your financial goals. Whether it's acquiring a home or purchasing a car, don't miss this opportunity to change your life forever. For more info, give them a call at 504-577-4139. Log on to www.kennethbarnes.org and be sure to tune into The Good Life on Money Mondays and get your financial tips for the week from Kenneth Barnes so you can live the good life too.
Awesomely amazing, the facts made clear. Data News Weekly, the paper to cheer. The People's Paper for natural growth. Honorable achievers achieving the most. Data News Weekly, the future of our youth. In the city of New Orleans, without excuse. Understanding the expression, Black Lives Matter, yet we're failing to climb the ladder. The absence of love, the missing link. It's time we commit to effectively think, uplifting our women, families as well. Safer communities in order to excel. Managing anger, developing our minds. Data News Weekly, preventing decline. Restoring our decency, restoring our faith, thoroughly conscious, removing disgrace, the best of character constantly applied, self-determination, no one denied, mothering children, mothers up to par, the purpose of life beyond a star. So let us prioritize what is urgently needed. Data News Weekly, regression defeated, no longer distracted, no longer confused. So great is the substance of Data News.
Pick up your copy of Data News Weekly today.
You might think it's just another day. But at Metro Disposal, this is our day. For more than 25 years, Metro Disposal has been a vital resource for waste management in our community. With state-of-the-art equipment and technology, we are committed to providing a cleaner, safer, healthier environment. This is our community. This is Metro Disposal.
Gentili Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabou for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabou in Gentili.
Talk radio heard around the globe. New Orleans owned WBOK 1230 AM and WBOK1230AM.com. Real talk for real times.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. The Good Life radio show is brought to you by the Morris Reed Jr. New Orleans law firm. If you have been hit in a car accident or charged with a crime, call 504-488-HELP. That's 504-488-HELP. 504-488-4357. The Morris Reed Jr. Law Firm is a full-service law firm that fights vigorously to get you the money you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or you've been charged with a crime, call Morris Reed Jr. and let their experienced, highly qualified attorneys provide you with expert legal help today. Call 504-488-HELP. That's 504-4357, 504-488-4357, because that is the good life. Today on Relationship Tuesday, we are discussing teamwork. And speaking of teamwork, we have the Generations Networking Mixer tomorrow night, Wednesday at Messina's at the Terminal. 6001 Stars and Stripes Boulevard. That is 6 to 9 p.m. Make sure you come out and engage with professionals of all ages and support the station that keeps you connected. Do not miss us there. Beat us there. Tomorrow night, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Terminal. I can't even get it out. Messina's at the Terminal. 6001 Stars and Stripes Boulevard. That's the good life. Y'all, this Generations Networking Mixer is teamwork. We need to get together so we can build our community up. So that is the good life as well.
I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to be petty right now.
Talking about teamwork? Yeah, we're
talking about teamwork, generation mixer, and where it's going to be. I'm not going to be petty right now. We're going to get it back onto the show. Keep it
well,
real.
Teamwork is coming together. It's a process, keeping together and working together toward success. Relationships are teamwork, not one against the other. So we really wanted to get into this because Brian gave me a wonderful article. And so one of the first things we want to touch was criticism. In criticism, you frame your complaints as if there's something defective in your partner. One puts down one another. It's a global description of a flaw in your partner's personality. There's a direct implication that something is wrong with your partner's character. So we wanted to define the difference between criticism, versus complaints. And we have the lines lit up right now. So I want to go to Brother Al Mims on line 2, and then I'm going to have the guys respond to this. Brother Al Mims, thank you for holding so much to the break. Welcome to the Good Life on Relationship Tuesday. We're discussing teamwork. There's no I in team.
Hey, I just want to say this, and I thank y'all for doing something like this, because our community, the black community, they need to hear this. First of all, I'm 62 years old. I've been with my wife 38 years, and we dated before we married. And I wasn't always the faithful this and that and this and this, but I hear people say, or couples say, why they together, and I hear ladies say, oh, because he buy me this and he take me this and he do this and he do this. Well, I said to myself, if he didn't do that, then you wouldn't be with him, because really he's buying his relationship with you. Mm-hmm. And when things happen, and really do bad things will happen, people gone. I mean, we're not just talking about marriage, we're talking about relationships. But when people letting the housewives of Atlanta define who they are and what kind of relationship and friendship, that's not it. And we got mothers telling their daughters how to pick a man. If he don't give you this and that, you prostituting your daughter. So what I'm just trying to say is, we really need to go back to the Word of God to get some of this thing right, because well, I'm going to say this to you. My wife has been sick with me. She's helped me. I've been unemployed with her. She's been unemployed. But we have helped each other. So what I'm saying is, when it goes down to relationships and friendships, criticism, she have criticized me, and you know what? She didn't lie. When people was telling me you was all this and all that, she said, you know what? You ain't nothing right. So what I'm saying is, we got to be honest with one another. And a lot of people are living with relationships. They live in lies. You have a great day, and thank you for letting me have my comment.
Thank you so much, Brother Mims.
Awesome.
He brought up a great point. Go ahead, gentlemen.
I mean, those vows are supposed to mean something, and people just kind of take it for granted. They just, oh yeah, I get married, I'm gonna repeat what the priest tells me to say, but they're not really thinking about what they're saying. I mean, it is supposed to be, through sickness and health, better for worse, death do us part. I mean,
and if one person's sick, that means you're sick.
Well,
because you're a team.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to mean.
Right?
That's what it's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
If one person is dealing with something, you're dealing with it. You're not just watching them deal with it over there by themselves. It's teamwork. It's happening to you too.
Yeah,
that's how you should take it.
The divorce rate is high, and people treat marriage like it's a T-shirt. Oh, it don't fit no more. We'll go ahead and take this off and give me another one. Come on now.
All right, go ahead, Henry.
What are we doing here?
Right.
What are we really doing? I mean, if you don't take marriage serious, you don't have to get married. There's nothing wrong with being single and mingling and have your fun. You don't have to. Yeah. If you want to bring kids in the world, that's on you. I don't do that kind of stuff, and I don't condone that. But it's your life. Do what you want to do, but don't play tricks. With God and say, oh God, this the one. Oh, all right, I'm getting divorced. All right, now this the one for real now, God. I was just playing last time.
Right.
It's supposed to mean something.
Right.
And what Henry's saying is, and that's what it's like people are afraid to bring God into everything, but you'll fall on your knees and pray to God when you need something.
Oh, yeah, when something going wrong.
And so, when you're with somebody, it's like, and you take those vows, that's what it means to be equally yoked. Mm-hmm. If y'all pray to the same God and y'all read the same book and believe the same thing, then that's when those vows mean something. But when you have one of the people in the marriage that God really doesn't mean anything to him, to that person, or nothing then these vows don't mean anything, So when you put God into it, you have to be into it. In that teamwork, you have to be into it with God, I've been in relationships before where I get up to go to church in the morning, chick laying in the bed, and I'm like, that's not teamwork,
Right.
You quick to go to the club, and you quick to go out to eat the night before, but you don't want to get your behind up and go to church in the morning?
We have a problem.
We have a problem.
Right.
But then when I say the problem, then it's a problem. So it's like, but that's what that being equally yoked is, and it's not up to me, to tell you what to do as an adult. You should know what to do.
Absolutely. And I'm going to roll off of that before, Brian, you hit on that. Because when you do have a relationship with God, and just like we were talking about earlier about controlling somebody else, I need to have my relationship with God first. And then I don't even have to worry about you because I have my relationship and God got you.
Right.
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah.
When I have my relationship with God and we're good, I don't even need to worry about you. I'm not worried about controlling you because God got you.
But here's the thing, Eileen. God is not going to bless somebody else accidentally.
Hello.
Which means this. If you're in a relationship with a heathen that doesn't believe in God, God will never bless you because the other person will be getting the blessings that he doesn't believe in God. So when you pray and you fall on your knees and you're praying for these blessings and these things that you want and you're not receiving them, you need to look at the partner you're with because it usually correlates with why you're not receiving your blessings. Soon as you get rid of that partner, watch all the blessings you've been praying for, they're going to start coming.
Go ahead and step on that pulpit, bro. It's weird because when we talk about criticisms and complaints and the reality of what happens in a relationship, it reminds me of playing football and how your coach will probably be your worst critic, no, your best critic, but your best cheerleader at the same time. Mm. And you think about in a relationship, like Uche is alluding to, the ideal being, how can I be on this team going to practice every day, going to work out, getting stronger, getting better? I play next to you, and you don't want to go to practice.
I know you're going to be weak.
Right.
I know, right. I know. I'm looking at this like, how can we win this championship knowing that you're not invested in what it takes for this relationship to be successful? So that criticism is first and foremost, and I love the part where we talk about love is not quick to anger. Hello. And so one of the first things I tell couples is, what is it, or not even couples, but when I work with people who talk about their generation, I say, well, what are they like when they're upset? Well, can this person be agreeable or like listen when they say they're upset? Can you have a conversation with them to actually work through the problem? And I'm like, if that person is not willing to hear that you have an actual legitimate issue and you actually do have a legitimate issue, then that's going to be a problem because they can't handle you being honest. Mm. And they're not willing to be honest with themselves. So, yes, if we're supposed to be connected and on the same team, but you don't want to hear what the play is because you want to do what you want to do.
Right.
Or you don't want to go to practice, church, you don't want to go to the mall, you don't want to handle your finances better, you don't want to do the right things in the relationship, then like Uche said,
how about you don't even want to have a conversation? Some people don't even want to talk. But Brian, I'm going to go into number 2 with you because you brought this up or it really rolls into it. The second one is defensiveness. Oh. Defensiveness is an attempt to protect yourself, to defend your innocence, or to ward off a perceived attack. How we have conversations with each other and how we initiate conversations really impact the entire outcome. When you go at someone defensive, it's an immediate reaction to respond defensive, right, to defend. So if you want to have a conversation, open your mind to living differently in the world and how we communicate with one another.
And really, defensiveness is the fact that your partner attacks you. So I love this saying. What does a turtle do in a hailstorm?
Goes in his shell.
He goes in his shell.
So if every time I come in the house, it's a hailstorm, then how do you expect me to come out my shell to talk to you?
Look, men don't go home. Right. That's how that works. Because we're not turtles. We don't go home.
We're gonna go to Italian Pie and drink. We're gonna go to Passion.
Oh no.
We're gonna go to everywhere else.
Oh my God.
And look, we hope when we come in, you too tired to argue.
Yeah, that's what we hope. We hope you're too tired to argue,
but
y'all not,
because y'all
been up.
We're saying that in jest, but that's real talk.
Eileen,
we're not saying that in
jest. Eileen, here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing, and if one person can hear this on this that's listening to us, this was the biggest thing for me, because I've been all that. Mm-hmm. I've criticized, I've been defensive, I've been all that. But for me, the biggest thing in my life is for somebody to criticize me. I immediately had to say, I had to look that person in the eye and then look myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? You might have a point. Mm. And once you can look at yourself and say that person may have a point and look at their point and address it, things get a whole lot different. Because once you can, it's like, you're a bad communicator. It's like, I'm not a bad communicator. You're a bad communicator. And then here's the argument. Then the argument starts. But if you look at me and say, you're a bad communicator, I can look back at you and be like, you know what? You might have a point. And once you can settle down into that and really look into yourself and be like, you know what? This ignorant person, you ignorant for telling me that, but you know what? You may have a point.
Right.
And once you can do that, then you can work on yourself.
I wasn't ready to receive it, but you know what? You have a point.
You have a point.
You have a point.
And that's where defensiveness becomes the appropriate response, because oftentimes the person who's being defensive isn't really the one who's necessarily wrong. It's the person who actually wants to make it right, but they're tired of being attacked. They're tired of beaten up. So then now they become hardened. So instead of wanting to work on a relationship, now I always have to defend myself from your attacks. But if I give you a legitimate response, you can discredit my response. So yes, if you tell me, well, babe, I need you to do such and such and such and such, you didn't do it. And I say, okay, well, I apologize. I had to do this too. Well, I don't care what else you had to do. Well, I didn't say I was right. What I said was, here's a legitimate response to you, and from now on, I can take that into account. But we seed those souls, we sow those seeds in people that will create defensiveness.
But I think it's really important that we say that. We need to understand how we're delivering our information. If we are attacking each other, we're not being a team. If you're attacking your significant other, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your lover, whatever it is, you're attacking yourself.
But what if your attack is you have a partner that's lazy? What if you lazy? And it's not saying I'm walking. It's not saying I'm walking out the door.
There's a way to deliver information so people can digest it
and be productive.
And if you have been trying to deliver information in a certain way over and over and it's not working, try a different. Obviously, it's not working.
Yeah, it's not working because you haven't heard anything. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, you need to do this. Oh,
exactly.
Look, you lazy.
And guess what? And
you didn't listen the last 4 times. How else you want me to tell you?
And you know what? They're stonewalling you, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about when we get back. This is a Good Life. It's Relationship Tuesday. There's no I in team. Stonewalling. Are you stonewalling? We'll see when we're right back.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Back on the air, let's go to the phones. Caller, let me help you.
Hi, so I've been trying to get my landlord to fix my washing machine for weeks, but he keeps avoiding me. What do I do?
Excellent question. Well, have you been to AT&T?
Why? Is my landlord there?
No, but when you have AT&T Wireless and DirecTV, you can get unlimited data.
Sounds great. But how will that fix my washer?
Well, it won't. But now that AT&T and DirecTV have joined forces, you can enjoy your favorite DirecTV shows on your phone while you're counting quarters at the local laundromat.
Sweet.
Sweet indeed. AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Come into AT&T now and get the Samsung Galaxy S6.
Must have eligible TV service. If you're not eligible, AT&T will move you to a new plan and overage charges may apply. After 22 gigabytes of data usage, AT&T may reduce speeds. TV content varies by device, location, and package. Monthly and other charges, usage, and other restrictions apply. See store for plan details.
L&R Security keeps our family, friends, and event goers safe. And to do that job, they are looking for you. L&R Security Services is now hiring persons for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, armed and unarmed guards. All interested persons should contact L&R Security Office at 504-943-3191. Fill out an application at L&R's office at 3930 Old Gentilly Road. That's New Orleans, Louisiana. To become one of the proud workers of L&R Security, the minimum requirements are 18 years of age, a completed work application, and criminal background check, 2 forms of ID, whether it be a driver's license, state ID, military ID, social security card, or other forms of picture ID. L&R Security is looking for qualified employees to assist in keeping the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival safe. They are looking for you. Again, contact them at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191. L&R is always looking for armed and unarmed guards. If this is your profession, they're looking for you.
Hi, this is Norman Robinson. New Orleans East Hospital is open and providing quality health care in your neighborhood. The New Orleans East Hospital is bringing our finest physicians into a beautiful new facility where you receive compassionate caring service. Emergency room services at New Orleans East Hospital are some of the best in the region. To learn more, visit our website at noehospital.org. Your health matters to us at New Orleans East Hospital.
Gentili Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabou for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabou in Gentili.
This is attorney Hester Hilliard with the Hilliard Law Firm. Is your home in foreclosure? Does your family or friend have a pending criminal charge and they need a lawyer they can trust? If you have concerns, we have answers. The Hilliard Law Firm offers professional legal representation, and we are here to help you, whether you need assistance with bankruptcy, successions, criminal defense, child support, or child custody. Or maybe you have a situation and you just don't know where to turn. Call the Hilliard Law Firm at 504-729-6133. Our firm is located in the Rivertown Historic District, and we even offer weekend appointments for your convenience. Call us at 504-729-6133.
Talk radio heard around the globe. New Orleans owned WBOK 1230 AM and WBOK1230AM.com. Real talk for real times.
Good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are here to open your mind. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. I have the guys in the studio with me today. I have our relationship therapist, Henry Jolly. I have Dr. Brian Turner, and I have Uche, who has let us all in on a wonderful secret today. That
I'm not letting y'all in on nothing. What I'm saying is, y'all claim y'all listen. Y'all claim y'all come. We gonna find out today.
Y'all, let's go show him.
We're gonna put it to the test.
And bring all your children. Nieces, nephews, but he said they have to be related.
What's the age limit for this is my kid?
12 and under.
All right, cool.
Aiden's 12. Ta-da! Look, we slid right in. Safe.
But there's a height requirement. Aiden doesn't meet that height requirement.
No. There's an age requirement.
48 inches and under.
Look, because he could eat you under. He could eat us all under the bus. We're discussing, teamwork in relationships. The competitiveness really needs to stop because there is no I in team. And when you argue and you compete, you're really only, breaking down your own walls per se that really protect you from the outside, because you should be a team against the world, family, friends, work, job, community, whatever it is. When you create those cracks, little things can seep in, and that is not the good life. So we were, our next topic was stonewalling. You know, people often stonewall because they become overwhelmed internally. Their heartbeat races. They stop thinking very clearly. They get highly agitated. Stonewalling is an ineffective attempt to calm yourself down. But does this happen? Why does it happen? We actually have the lines lit up. We have Mark on line 2. Mark, welcome to The Good Life. We are here on Relationship Tuesday discussing teamwork. There's no I in team.
Thank you. And no doubt it is good life. The guy, he wrote a book, you guess, which is speaking about, relationships and marriage, and one, should play a role. I mean, did he write a book or something? One of your guess?
I don't know, but they should. We have 2 certified gentlemen at the table with us this morning. No books yet. But you know what? That's a great idea. We should all get together and write a book. We have enough shows to put it together.
So, which are counselors, psychiatrists, or what?
Yes, we have one gentleman who is a certified marriage counselor, and the other is a clinical psychologist.
Provisional.
Okay. Well, I like to piggyback off of Mr. Mims, about, getting into the Bible. And at the same time, I've been married for 37 years. I've been married since I was 20, now I'm 58 years old. And my daughter's 37 years old. Granddaughter, 12, and the grandson, 3 years old. Mm-hmm. And I try to train him in the way that I was being trained by my grandfather, not my father, but my grandfather, from a biblical standpoint. And if you do go to the Bible, because you go to Proverbs and other sections of the Bible, it do tell you how one's supposed to act. Like other words, play the role. Mm-hmm. Like when your guest said, every football player have a role. Right. This is why they give them a number, and that's true.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That is true. So if we were to learn our roles, the wives and the husband, we wouldn't have no problem. There would be, like bumps in the road. If we used to stay close to the Bible, it would tell us how to get across, that bump in the road.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And look, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna close. Y'all have a great show, not just y'all show, but all the shows that come here on WBOK. They need to set it up some kind of way to where they could have a loudspeaker in the prison.
Oh wow,
in the prison.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Because y'all have a lot to offer, and the people that listen to your station, I'm sure that they're doing right, trying to do right, and keeping their family in order.
Absolutely.
But the ones who we need to reach is the ones that's in prison, like I hear, Oliver Thomas, speak about.
Yes.
They need to hear some of this good life stuff. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you.
Wow, what a compliment to the show and WBOK. Thank you so much, Mark.
I wanted to go back to stonewalling.
Okay, yes.
Stonewalling, to give these ladies out here some advice, some real good life advice.
Look, I'm opening my mind. I like to listen. Go ahead.
See the silent treatment when y'all stonewall? We like that. Y'all think we like the silence. So when you like doing the silent treatment, we looking at y'all and really laughing like we like that.
And all of the guys are nodding their heads.
So when you stonewall,
not me, honey.
And you do things like that,
Ashley, not me.
when you stonewall and it's a silent treatment and you're ignoring us, we like that. So it's the bigger thing is this. You know why you don't get on the ground and fight with a pig in the mud?
Because they like it.
They like to be in the mud. And then you get up and you muddy and you dusting yourself off and the pig looking like, I like it.
I am so glad you said that.
You cannot argue with fools. Because from a distance, you know what it looks like? 2 fools arguing.
Mm.
So if you're going to stonewall me, I'm going to let you sit over there and be upset. Do it, man.
Give me the silent treatment.
That mean I don't have to engage. That mean I don't have to argue. That mean I could watch this TV show. That mean I could go home. I could leave. I could do whatever I want because you're now telling me you don't want to engage.
You've disconnected.
You have effectively ejected. You have pulled your eject. You're out of here. But you're still here physically. So now I'm okay. Right. So now it's okay for me not to deal with the topic. So what's actually the opposite of stonewalling is actually doing resolution, but it's called turning towards. So what you do is you would say, instead of stonewalling me, like Uche said, here's the advice, here's the ringer. What you just said is, look, love, I really want to resolve this. Yes. Help me. What can I do?
Man, help me.
Help me. What can I do to fix this? I don't want us to argue. I want to enjoy our time together. Obviously, we're upset or something's wrong. What can I do to fix this?
The reason stonewalling is ineffective, like you just said,
is
because people take it too far. What you're supposed to do is, if you feel the need to get out of the argument, you're supposed to say, look, give me 20 minutes to cool off. Let me go in another room. You go in another room, whatever. You know,
Not go in the other room and jump on your phone, though.
Hello, and start
Not
talking
go
your
in the room
business.
and jump on your phone and start texting your girls talking about, oh, this is what he did. What do you think I should do?
That's another thing. You're supposed
No,
to keep
but I'm
your
glad you
business
said
in-house.
that. Keep your business to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep your business in-house.
You keep your business in-house, but you're not supposed to just say, you know what, I don't want to talk about this no, I'm going to sleep. That's wrong. You're dead wrong. You might wake up
alone.
Because I'm glad you
all
said
kind
that,
of
because I'm going to
stuff
bring
can
up the last topic, and this is the fourth topic. We've talked about criticism versus complaining. We've talked about defensiveness. We've talked about stonewalling.
Can
and the
I
last
say something
one,
about to top off the last one that you're saying?
Yeah, the last one is contempt.
Well, the third one.
Stonewalling.
Well, let me
All
read
right,
it
go.
because we have 5 minutes left. I want y'all all to be able to touch on it. Contempt. It's really something to eliminate when it exists in a relationship. It includes things like threats, name calling, and insulting. And to do that, we really have to change a lot of things and a lot of ways that we relate to each other. Contempt breeds nastiness.
Yeah, that's bad.
And it has no place in our relationship. And if you're feeling contempt towards your significant other, you really need to start looking inside, because that's not even something you should bring to your partner yet. You need to take care of that first. Go ahead, guys.
I mean, that's basically looking down on another person. You know, you feel like, man, you ain't,
Right.
You know what
And there's things you can't take back, because you always say that, Henry. Don't say stuff because you can't take it back. Think about what's going to come out of your mouth first. You can't take words back, and words hurt.
Yeah, words hurt. Words hurt, definitely.
And just like when you always want to say, you always want to throw out, oh, I'm leaving. Don't tell anybody you're going to leave, because that seed is implanted in their mind forever. In the back of their mind is like, they would leave. So don't ever tell them you're leaving if that's not where you're trying to go, or where you're trying to go with your relationship.
It's hard to invest in a runner.
Oh, wait, say that again. Because a lot of times when we're young, we'll say, oh, if you don't do this, I'm leaving you.
Leave.
Yeah, you want them to leave. You know, if
What,
somebody,
you're like-
if somebody
which is
want
like,
to
leave.
What
walk
you
out
waiting
your
for?
life, yeah.
Leave.
Let them go.
Leave. Look, I say, stay in the house, stay outside, don't stand in the doorway.
There you go.
Leave. If you're going to leave so the other person can come through. It's a toll bridge now. You don't sit at the toll bridge.
You know, that last one, contempt, becomes the one that the Gottman say is the most predictable sense of when a relationship is ending.
Yep.
And, it's really weird, because I think, we've said on air before about when we've seen couples out and you see the guy putting his finger in the woman's face and yelling and screaming and talking down to her, just discrediting her, disparaging her, and just largely just dismissing her as a human. And one of the things that I always say to couples, always say to people about the relationships, you cannot argue with your partner as though they're not of any value to you. If you've come to the point where you've decided, or concluded that your partner's value is less than what you think it should be, then that's when you need to leave the relationship. You cannot force that person out, because in effect, that person is unsure and not clear of what your intent is. So if you've decided your partner is no longer of value to you, it's really that person's job to leave, because you're going to continue to do things to hurt that person. And when you hurt someone, they're going to hurt you back.
Wow.
And if you don't know what your value is in the relationship, if you're the person that can't live without the other person, you have none.
Hello. You should never become addicted to a person. If you feel like you're addicted to a person, you have a problem, and you need to start with yourself. You should never be addicted to a person, ever in your lifetime. You have to love yourself first.
But
if you're feeling addicted to somebody, you need to step back off of them. You need to get your mind right.
Yeah, it's unhealthy.
What I wanted to end on is one of the points that you made, and that people on both sides get very, very confused. Needs being expressed sounds a lot like complaining. And nobody wants to hear complaining. I don't know of anybody that wants to hear complaining. And that's what when you're saying what your needs are, and you're expressing what your needs are, that's what it sounds like. So it's like you said before, the delivery, the effective communication,
Absolutely.
so on and so forth. And once you know, and look, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. Like me, myself, I've always said I'm a bad communicator. You know why? Because I don't know how. But as I've worked on my communication, I'm a bad communicator. I'm an effective communicator now, because now I know how to communicate But the other people can't keep up. So
Well, then change your situation.
You know why the Saints won one Super Bowl?
Why?
Because we only had one Sean Payton, and he's an effective communicator.
Hello.
And I hope he stays forever.
Well, y'all, today is Relationship Tuesday. We were discussing teamwork in relationships. We want you to take a step back. Look at your relationships today. You know, are you in a competition with your significant other? If so, figure out why. And, you know, have those conversations. Don't go at somebody defensive. Don't, you know, criticize. If you have an issue, you know, have I statements. You know, we talked about, you know, I'm having a difficult problem with this, blah, 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 blah. Don't point the finger. Have real conversations, you know, where it's a win-win situation. Make sure there's a balance in your relationship, because that is the good life. Open your mind to living differently in the world, y'all. It's Relationship Tuesday, and we're out. And make sure that you go to Italian Pie today between 4 and 6. Say the good life sent you. We are going to overrun Italian Pie at 4706 Paris Avenue.
We'll see.
Y'all can play if you want to.
We'll see.
We are going to take it over. They're going to have so many people, you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Bring the kids. It's free.
If they got that many
4
people,
to
I'm
6
leaving.
p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. Kids eat free. Italian Pie, Gentili Italian Pie. We're out.